Hey guys, I'm Tania and this is Jalen.
Hi.
My hair model. We're going to show you how to do the hairstyles for the Julestarz, okay? First few things I'm going to show you is all of the different tools that I use. I've got a regular brush, a smoothing brush, I use a comb that has a nice little tip on it, and then some of the hair ties that we use, just a regular hair tie, clear elastic. I've got some big ones and some small ones. And then some of the bobby pins, you've got a normal bobby pin, and then some of these open bobby pins, okay? And then I've got two different types of bun makers. This is for the larger girls that have the thicker hair, longer hair, you use the bigger bun. And then this is for the smaller girls or the ones that have the thinner hair. So you can see we have two different types. And then I've got just a normal hairnet. And then as far as hair products go, I've got hairspray. You can use any kind of hairspray. I've got some hair gel. And then I've got a styling goo. This brand is just Demented. This kind of helps to keep the hair nice and smooth. So let's go ahead and get started. I've already brushed her hair. What we're going to do is the braid to the right side. So I've already parted her hair. Put your head down for a second. And you can see it's not a very hard part. I just put it over to the side. So first things first, I'm going to take a portion of the hair. It's just a little bit of hair. I've already put a little bit of the styling goo onto it to kind of keep it nice and smooth. You're going to separate it into 3 parts. If you're familiar with a French braid, this is a Dutch braid. The biggest difference is the Dutch braid, you're going to braid underneath so that the braid pops out. It looks really good on the stage when the braid pops out. So first things first, I've got it in 3 pieces. You're going to take the first part and braid it underneath. Move your head. Underneath the middle piece. And then you're going to do the same thing with the outside piece and braid it underneath. So this is now your middle piece that is on the outside. So that's your very first stitch. And now what we're going to start doing is bringing hair into it. So I'm going to take a little bit of hair and add it to this end piece and then braid underneath that middle, okay? And then you're going to do the same thing on the outside and then braid it in. So you're going to take it, add, and go underneath. And you're just going to keep on doing that all the way down. Now the important thing is to keep it nice and tight. So each time you're adding hair in and putting it down the middle, you're going to want to pull it nice and tight. So you see I'm going and I'm pulling it up, okay? So when you pull it nice and tight, it'll keep the braid closer to your child's head. And you want it nice and close to the head so that it doesn't fall out. So I'm going to keep doing this, and I'm going to start going down the side of her head, okay? And what you're going to do is you want to pull, when you're pulling it tight, you're going to want to kind of pull it in up so that it comes like this. So I'm going to go ahead and do this part. And you're going to want to go probably towards the middle of the head. Here, turn your head this way. Can you see the braid, Lily? Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm just going to keep on adding in hair as I'm going down and pulling it nice and tight. So you're just going to repeat and repeat. You're going to add in hair, go underneath, and pull it tight. Add in hair, go underneath to the middle, and pull it tight. And you're going to want to go until you're about to the back of the head almost, but not all the way. Let's see, I think this should be good. As you can see, I've gone all the way around to about the back of her head. And then once you've gotten it to that point, you're going to go ahead and just finish off that braid. And I would finish it to maybe halfway to where we're going to put that ponytail for that bun, okay? So I would say I'm going to measure it to about the middle of the back of her head. And then I'm going to take one of those small clear elastic ties, one of these, and just tie that off. And so you've got that braid already done. Now, when you're doing the hair, when you're pulling it tight, you want to make sure you don't have a lot of sagging. As you can see, when I pulled it tight, there's no sagging here, and there's not a lot up here. If there's a little bit, you can always bobby pin it. So the next portion I'm going to do is the bun part. So you want to get your hair in a ponytail.